The next stage I would like to talk about is the management stage. Wow. Where are we going here? The management stage of vision. Watch this. So once you begin to implement your vision, there's a stage where, and you see it now, like let's just say, now you're that perfect 165 that you always wanted. You got some shredded muscles. Well, there's a point that you have to maintain the vision. You want to maintain your weight, right? I'm just using something simple and natural. You have to maintain that goal. You have to maintain that vision. Now you got down to your 165. Now you have a business. Now you have a shop. Now you have a book out. You have to maintain that momentum. You see what I'm saying? It's about maintaining your vision. Now you have to maintain it. You have to keep the integrity of your vision. You want to keep it going. So let me give this example in the Bible. So we know the story of creation. God created Adam and Eve, and he put them in his garden. And he told Adam, hey, keep the garden. That was his assignment, to keep the garden, to dress it, to keep it looking good, to keep it looking nice. And not only did he was he responsible for it, God even gave him help. See, your vision needs some help. So he gave him a wife, his helpmeet, somebody to help him, somebody that was suitable for him to help him with his assignment. Okay. You will get people that are supposed to help you with your vision. Whoever pulls in, God will bless you with people to help you with your vision. So God gave him Eve, and now they're both keeping the garden. They're maintaining the garden. With a vision, you need to maintain your vision. You need to keep it going. You need to maintain what it is you have built. You don't want to lose it. You've seen companies come and go and get folded. I don't think there was their plan to get their business folded or their business to go under. They just had poor management skills. See, you need management skills for any vision because you want it maintained. This is the management stage. You want to manage your vision. Now, with managing anything, like I told you, we're using Adam and Eve for an example. They were to keep the garden, but it's not enough to maintain a vision. You need to improve your vision because nothing's going to stay successful, because success today is relative to today, but 2 years from now, the success you have today might not really be success because you have to grow. Like the dollar, it loses value sometimes during inflation. So you have to come up, you have to grow your business. You have to grow your vision. Like, let me give an example. So God never told them just keep the garden and that's good enough. He said, be fruitful and multiply. So that tells me there has to be improvement. He never just wanted Adam to just keep the garden. That's good enough. No, he said, be fruitful, produce something. Now, once you produce something, multiply it. The greatest, one of the greatest things a person can ever do is to duplicate themselves. That's why you get disciples. Jesus only duplicated himself. When you see Apostle Peter, you saw a disciple of Jesus who was then an apostle. Jesus just only duplicated himself over and over. And those disciples were supposed to make other disciples. See, that's growth. That's multiplication. Disciples make disciples. He told them, hey, when Jesus, listen, we're going to stay on Eve. I don't want to get carried away. So God himself told Adam and Eve, be fruitful. So produce. Being fruitful is producing. So you produce your vision, now you're being fruitful. But at the same time, don't get stuck in the management or maintaining stage. You need it to grow. He said, be fruitful and multiply. So you want continual growth. And sometimes I tell people you should be happy with increase every day, 2% increase every day, or 2%. Increase is increase, and be thankful for it. Just increase is the goal. Be fruitful and multiply, grow. Don't get stuck at just managing and maintaining something. You have to let it grow. You want it to grow because, like I said, success today is relative to today. But 2 years from now, a millionaire used to be cool in the 80s, but you need to be more than a millionaire in 2022 or heading into 2023. Being a millionaire is not just it anymore. Like the salary for the NBA is way different than it was in the 90s to now. People coming off the bench with scrubs are getting like multi-millionaire contracts. So anything has to grow. And like I said, Jesus himself believed in this rule. he had disciples, and he said, yo, you teach them everything that I've told you, and you teach them to observe the things that I've told you, and you teach them to other men. And those other men that the disciples were teaching, the apostles were teaching, became disciples. And then they were responsible for making other disciples. So the thing is, it's not enough to maintain your vision. Yes, you manage it, but you want your vision to grow. So I hope this has helped you. And these are some of what I call the stages of vision.